For the first time in 9 years, the statewide homeless population has dropped. There was a decrease on the neighbor islands, an increase on Oahu, but very slight. The state and the city released the latest homeless population count. It was conducted back in January. There was a 9% drop statewide, and again, Oahu, the only island that saw an increase, but it was less than 0.5%. The Big Island saw the biggest drop, 32%. Homeless population on Maui down 22%, and 7% down on the island of Kauai. Manolo Morales tonight follows up on the numbers. Manolo.
Howard, homeless advocates tell us they feel that they've turned the corner in dealing with the problem, but they admit there's still a lot of work to be done. One of the more difficult areas that outreach workers have been dealing with on Oahu is Iwilei. There's been a constant population of homeless there for years. State and city officials tell us the best way to deal with the problem is to stay the course that seems to be working on the neighbor islands. Keep sending outreach workers and offer the services that are available.
We know that it's not always possible to engage people to connect to services the first time around, so we really have to have a consistent focus on outreach and making sure we're reaching the hardest to serve individuals, and we're continuing to do that.
Homeless advocates say one reason why there's been an improvement on the neighbor islands is because it's been easier to find permanent housing there, so there's also a push now to make that more available on Oahu.
People in this kind of dire situation, they don't want to move into a shelter. But 90% of them, if you offer them 4 walls, a roof, and a door that locks, with support, they will take that.
The priority is housing families with younger children. On that end, Oahu has made some improvement with a 14% decrease. The state coordinates providing services while the city's in charge of enforcement for the sake of public safety, if necessary to enforce the sit-lie ban. There is a proposal to expand the sit-lie ban in the Iwilei area, but city officials tell me that would be a last resort.
Mayor Caldwell has said again and again the only permanent solution to homelessness is housing and an effective support system. We've made major strides. We still have, a long ways to go, but the numbers indicate that what we're doing is working.
Officials point out that while there was that increase of less than 0.5% on Oahu, that was significantly lower than the increase from the previous year, which was 4%. Manolo Morales, KHON 2 News.